Hello, everybody. This is Tammy, the president of Fun and Adventure from Singles Travel International. And I am here today with two old friends and experts in their region, our guide from Turkey and the owner of the Mistral in Crete, Greece. We're going to be talking to you about this exciting program that we have coming up in October of 2024 called Mediterranean Bites and Turkish Delights. As you can see from all of the visuals here today, it's a culinary program. And there are places that have culinary delights, but these are two of my all-time favorites. So I'm not going to talk for too much longer because they have a lot of exciting things to share with you. But I'd like to introduce you to Adonis first from the Mistral in Crete. Adonis, welcome.
Hello. Welcome hello for me also. And I want to welcome you. Welcome in West Crete in Chania. I am Adonis, the owner of the Mistral Hotel, and I run this project with Singles Holidays in West Crete. I want to show you my program of flavors of taste in Crete. And I start with the program to show you exactly what we do every day, because every day it's a different kind of program. And I want to show you the first day we starting in the welcome people in the island to Crete. We make the transfer and they welcome in the hotel. And we try to give all the program to the people for a week and information for what we do exactly. And at the same night, we have enjoyed dinner here. And after dinner, it's maybe enjoyed party around the bar of the area. Next morning, it's just the first day, we're starting to visit the very old tree. It's about olive tree, about 4,000 years old. And we visit the village Vuves. It's very nice place and a small olive museum there. We have a coffee and then we leave from there and going to Violea. It's a place for we learn all the history about the olive trees and olive oil, how they make the organic extra virgin olive oil there. And after this, we make olive oil tasting with different kind of fruits inside in the olive oil. And of course, we have a nice lunch there with a very good kitchen they have in Violea area. This is the program of the first day. After we finish this, we be back in the hotel. We relax. The people has a free around the pool or around the bar, and then we have the dinner all together the same evening in the hotel. This is the first day. The Thursday it's a day for cooking lessons, and we visit our vegetable organic garden, and with a guest we see everything there, the aubergine, the cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, peppers, lettuce, everything we cut together. And we be back to the hotel, and we're starting in the buffet area where it's a breakfast every day. We're starting making cooking lessons with our chef, with me also. And we teach the people how they cook the very traditional Cretan cuisine, a lot of things, and make a cooking for about 2 hours, maybe more. And they do it by self also. They cook with us this day. After finish the cooking lessons, we have organized our place outside in the hotel. We have organized with nice wine tasting, with a lot of nice food, and also the same thing we cook, we make already before, we cooking and we enjoy it all together in the area. The same day, it's they have free time after in the evening around the pool, and also we have a dinner at the same night in the hotel. The Friday, it's another day. It's a day of the wine. This day, it's we starting after breakfast, of course, and we visit the Colimbari area. It's with a farmer market. It's a very nice street with all the farmers. They have all the project they sell there. We keep it as about an hour there. We enjoy the farmer market. They have also a lot of souvenirs and a lot of other places. And then we leave and going to the place in Kisamos, where is a wine place, winery, cellar, and wine museum, small wine museum. We have a tour and we learn everything about the Cretan varieties of the grapes. And we make a big tour how they make the project of the wine. We learn everything about this. And then we going in the place where is a museum, and with a lot of snacks. We have a wine tasting there with all the people, and enjoy it, and they learn everything about the wine. The same day we live back in the hotel. We have a dinner, of course, and all this like every day. Saturday, it's a day of the botanical park and gardens. After breakfast, we leave with our minibuses. We're going to visit the botanical garden. It's in Omalos area. We have a tea mountain tasting there of the project of the island. After we have a tour, they explain us about how they cook in the Mediterranean kitchen, and we have a small lessons, and they show us how they do it with the 3 different zones. They have the island, and they grow a lot of different kind of things. After finish this, we visit and make the walking inside in the garden there to see all the different kind of flowers, trees, and fruits. We have 2 different kind of choice there, the big one and the smaller one. The people, they choose what they like to do it. And I'm waiting for them in the restaurant in the botanical garden. They have a fantastic restaurant with a lot of nice recipes. And we enjoy together the food they made there in botanical garden. After we'll be back in the hotel, we have a free time and dinner at evening also in the hotel, and party around the bar. This is finish the Saturday. Sunday, it's optional. Use it to local apiari, sorry. It's very close here. It's a very good friend of mine, his family friend. He has the beans. We're going there, and we has a special hat to protect by the bees. And we visit the box. We see the queen inside. We see the beans. He make us all the history about how they work, how he work with different kind of flowers, because they have different kind of honey. And then we sitting at the table, and we make honey tasting with Cretan Graviera cheese and many other things like a snack. It's very interesting and very nice. Of course, the people, they can buy honey from there and everyday life. The same day, we'll be back in the afternoon in the hotel for a free time for around the pool. And evening, we visit the Venetian old town. It's Hania Harbor. We have a nice tour there in the very old town, in the small streets with a lot of souvenirs and a lot of shops. And we have enjoyed in sunset on the front of the harbor, enjoyed a dinner all together at the same table. We share the food, and it's another night, it's for finished after we'll be back in the hotel. Another beautiful place is Monday morning after breakfast. We visit one of the best nice beach in Greece. It's Falasserna Beach, with archaeological place also there. We're going for swimming to this beach, and the people, they be interested for archaeological. We've been also, it's next door, it's very close, the archaeological place. And in the afternoon, about 1:30, we leave also from Falasserna, and we're going to another fishing village in the west side of Crete. They call Spinari. We have a very nice tour and lesson how they cook the famous kakavia fisherman soup with sea bass, how they cook the cuttlefish and everything. And we enjoyed this food in the front of the beach. It's very pretty place. We'll be back in the hotel at the same day, and we have free time and then dinner at the hotel. This is a program for all these days of the week, and all the people they follow this program. They take olive oil from the family trees, organic olive oil, with them in the suitcase, not in the hand luggage, because they have problem in the airport in hand luggage. And a nice book, traditional book. We made it here. It's recipes of my grandfather going to my grandmother, going to my mother, and coming to me. And I collect all these recipes. I make a book, and I give present to everybody one book like this who can cook in his house and to remember the Mistral and the island. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, Adonis. Thank you so much. And it brought back so many memories for me. Having been to Crete many times, and the honey, kisamos, and the wine tasting, and just watching that, home and family feeling at the property that we so enjoy as singles here. I think we've had almost 200 singles traveling over to Crete since we started our relationship. And I'm really excited about this special week, and congratulations on the book. And everybody is going to prize that bottle of olive oil that they're going to be able to take home from Crete. So I'm looking forward to that. And Adonis, thank you so much. I'm going to ask our guest from Istanbul, that's Mert, although he might be in Kusadasi right now, if he would join us and talk to us about the Turkish portion of this tour, because we're going to be in Turkey first, and then we will be traveling, and we're going to include that in our tour, the airline ticket from Istanbul to Hanya. So we want to introduce you, Mert. Welcome.
Hi, Tammy. I have a small request. Can you open my second connections video, because you're the one, so I can share some visuals as well?
Of course.
All right. Sorry, guys, for this small connection. I have my computer make a little bit problem. Greetings, everyone from Istanbul. The weather is quite hot right now. You can't believe that, but at night in Istanbul, we are experiencing almost 80s. Is one of the hottest nights of the Istanbul. As you know, folks, my city is one of the oldest cities with a great deal of history. This is a city, imperial city. It's an imperial capital where for almost 300 years for Roman Empire, for almost 1,000 years, Eastern Roman Empire, which we call also Byzantines, and then for 500 years for Ottomans. It's a kind of place where we walk on the streets of Istanbul, you really embrace this history and culture. And also, this is a city where you can see the connection of the Judaism, Christianity, and Islam entwined all together in a way. And I was brought up in Istanbul in a neighborhood where, as you know, I'm coming from Jewish background, where or part of neighbors were Greek Orthodox, and then during the time of the Eastern, or major job is running through the Eastern Church, collecting all the Eastern acts. During the Hanukkah, all the Muslims and Greeks were putting the candles. It's a kind of city where you can always feel those vibes and everything. But plus, Istanbul is also a great place for shopping. People who love the Oriental arts, fabrics, jewelries. That's a kind of place you can find a lot, but our major subject, Tammy, and my good friend Adonis, we're the gastronomical capital of the Balkans and the Middle East. This is a place from eggplants through the best lamb shanks in the world, through the proper kunafa, through the octopus and the Turkish delights. We really offer, a huge range of foods in Istanbul as well. And if you start how our days are going to go in Istanbul, in a first night, everybody arrives, we gather them, and we take them to one of the nicest restaurants with a beautiful golden horn view in Istanbul, and let them experience us with the Turkish mezes, which contains a lot of beautiful Aegean olive oil, chunk of garlic, lots of like a yogurt, and with some proper redefinition of the lamb or beef as kebabs. And the next day, we want to give you a little bit of the historical taste of the city. That's why we start with Hagia Sophia. Hagia Sophia is the Holy Wisdom. This is the oldest freestanding Roman edifice from the 6th century AD. It's a breathtaking, marvelous structure, with it architecturally, with its religious background. It's not only a religious building, it's a political building as well. And me or my other good mate, Thailand or Mine, when we take one of us take you over there, we'll give you all the historical, religious, and also the political background of this amazing building. That it really helps you to understand the whole concept, because Istanbul means Hagia Sophia. That's so important for us. But if you want to make a little bit soft touch entrance to the Islam, we get a blue mosque in the same day. We're going to take you through this beautiful Islamic architecture, which is built 11 years after Hagia Sophia. But again, it's a place where you enjoy the Oriental art, and you learn a little bit like the local culture and how the Turkish people living in this beautiful territory as well. Definitely, Grand Bazaar is not just a great place for shopping, but it's a great place for foodies, because the 4,500 vendors in the Grand Bazaar, these are quite upper class part of Istanbul and people of Istanbul, and they don't want to eat the bad foods. That's why that day we like to take you to the small hole in the walls. We're going to visit the 2 hole in the walls. It's not just a shopping tour. It's not just a shopping orientation. We're going to taste the local foods. I'll take it first, like at one of the local places where make a traditional doner kebab wrapped into like a beautiful lavash bread. And after that, we take you to another great place where they make the best baklavas in the world, with a huge amount of like a pistachios, the honey syrup with a nice crust away. And then we stroll around the Grand Bazaar. We introduce you all the nice and the grand vendors. We'll teach you how to haggle with a real proper style, with a like an over there as well. It's as I always say, Grand Bazaar is not a shopping. It's a journey history to understand what is Greek, what is Armenian, what is Jewish, what is Turkish, and how we amalgamate them in one big melting pot. That's why, like, I enjoy everyone I take in the Grand Bazaar. People says, "Wow, can we do it again?" That's kind of like a people demand as well. But guys, the next day, we like to take the first one of the beautiful mosques, and after that, next to it, we have the foodies heaven, the spice market. It's kind of, when you get in the spice market, guys, the smell of the saffron, cumin, and also like a privately a mix, a blend spices really catch your ear, catch your nose, and then later on, when you do the tasting, they're going to touch your taste as well. And we take you to one of the master. You see the gentleman over there. This gentleman, his family over there, almost for 160 years. Tammy, you met with him years ago. And now, do you know who is his partner right now?
Who is that?
Jamie Oliver, the guy who owns all the
Jamie
Italy.
Oliver. Okay.
Yeah, Jamie Oliver. Jamie Oliver owns Italy. Supermarkets, he sells their spice, and they become partners. And Rick Stein from Britain, who's a famous chef, and Nigella from Britain. When they came to Turkey, I guided both of them also. They always like met with a meeting, and they still get their special spice. But in spice market, we have the king of the spices, which is saffron. In US, the saffron is probably expensive than gold. The last time I was over there, checked the prices in Whole Foods. Oh my gosh. In Turkey, we sell the best quality, which is Persian saffron, packaged in Turkey. That's why there's no problem about the TSA. But You just use the 2-3 stems. Oh my gosh, it changed the whole pot with a beautiful gold color with the texture wise as well. And it's 3 times cheaper than Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. And that's why, like, and Mr. Metin gives our tour members, he loves the Singles Travels International, and he gives a spice lecture, Turkish delight lecture, how to use the spices, what is Turkish delight, what type of categories we get, why the rose is important. So people learn in this. We get 2 days. We're not as lucky as Adonis, but we really give you intense and really great delicacies about our countries as well. But while we are doing that, we need to introduce the city from a different perspective. And that's why our great friend, Berna, always arranges a private boat. With a private boat, we'll sail around the Bosphorus, which is one of the most important, again, not only beautiful, but politically important connect. We're going to talk about how we treat the Russians because of their bad behaviors against Ukrainians, why we block our ships to them. But when they let the grain like the ships pass, we let the Russian pass ships as well. We talk about all this kind of interesting shapes, but we see this city from different perspective as well. But with a city with the 22 million, Tammy, as you've been there several times, it's a city we have a lot of Michelin star restaurants and everything. And me, Berna, and Thailand, and Mine, as your Turkish brothers and sisters, will set up all the great food opportunities. We'll let the people be gastronomically satisfied under the beautiful scenery of Istanbul as well.
Beautiful, Mert. I'm going to I'd like to bring you and I back. If you want to stop sharing, well, I have to do that. Give me a second. Let me get rid of this one. I'm going to remove the pin, and then it should be you and me. And there we go. Great. I would just want to say that, Mert is here from Turkey right now. And every once in a while, this happens where we have some crazy tech issues, but he did it. And so please, if you're watching this video, don't judge us by our the way that we solve this today, because I have to say that Mert is the #1 guide in Turkey. We are so lucky to have him for us. And I do want to say that after the last trip, our members came back and they said it was the best vacation they ever took. So guys, as Mert mentioned, we're only going to be in Istanbul for 3 nights before we head over to Crete. And it'll give you a taste, but rest assured, if you love this pre-Crete program, you'll want to go back for more. And then we will explore Cappadocia and Ephesus, and we'll ride the balloons that you see in the background behind Mert. So please, if you are interested in this program, all you have to do is go to singlestravel.com and look for the trip that's called Mediterranean Bites and Turkish Delights and sign up. It's not until next October, and we have a great new payment plan that Kimberly will be excited to talk to you about, and it will give you the opportunity to realize your travel dreams. I know so many of you are home, you're single, you're thinking, how can I do this? I don't want to go alone. Let me just say that everybody comes alone on our vacations, but they leave with all kinds of new friends. And as Mert said earlier, brothers and sisters in Turkey and in Greece. So I want to thank you for watching. And if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to like our channel and follow us at www.singlestravelintl.com.